Well, no, how are we?
I gave it to Paul, but
How are we? Yeah.
You don't have a copy?
Move out from under it, will
we
you?
can wait.
That's Frank's mic.
We can wait for another time.
Because you could have voted on it, and we could have written it in. I looked at the other meeting
It looks nice up there, all
agenda
these
or whatever,
Christmas
and I thought it was
decorations.
already done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
Do you want me to
Jeez,
run
be
down and see
careful.
if I can?
Yeah.
It's camouflage.
That's kind of cute.
Never find it
That's
now.
kind of cute.
Your car gear, yeah, when you take it off the gutter.
Want to wait until the next meeting? I'll make sure that I have copies.
Would have thought you were out west today up at the ski area. The night is a new snow, and it was, the sun was out, skiing in a short sleeve shirt and a vest, and the snow was.
Do we have any correspondence?
Just like it was, just like that. Unbelievable.
No updates,
Definitely got the sun.
We should have a pretty simple
no
one.
appointments, agenda review, land use permit announcements, available. Board, town post, tank sand.
Well, I have basically, well,
I guess we've had people pull up and let their pickup truck fill.
Wow.
What's that?
Actually, a pickup truck.
Pickup truck want to get it filled. And then they act like the town is,
Well, you know, it's just like everything else. Unless you say no, they'll keep pushing.
I think we ought to mark it up double and sell it to them.
They used to come up,
Money on the railhead right there.
they used to, go down and get a 5-gallon pail or stuff like that. They used to do that.
Yeah, but the thing is that, you know, a lot of these people, they're paying $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 worth of taxes.
This Wednesday?
people are actually eligible to go. I'm not going to point fingers, but
Is it this Wednesday?
this Wednesday, yeah.
Cool. 3 to 5, huh?
Yeah.
During working hours. Thanks, Tim.
Why did you get paid to go? Isn't that fair?
Yeah.
Are we on?
Not yet.
Oh, I know. Went down to the meeting in Concord. Went down to the meeting in Concord.
Hey, Darryl.
Went for taxes, Wednesday,
Can I have the signature
3
book?
to 8. Sorry.
Thank you.
Ready? Okay. 6 o'clock. I'm going to call the meeting to order. I'd like to thank whoever decorated my my mallet. Let's see, the pledge. Valerie, would you like to?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. All right, announcements. Select Board will meet on the following dates. Regular meeting, 6 p.m., December 28th, 2009, and January 11th, 2010. Work review sessions prior to the regular meetings will start at 5 p.m. Work session meetings, 5 p.m., December 21st, 2009. We have a meeting. We will meet with the SDA and the contractors, the contractor that we've signed up with for the safety facilities, fire, and police. All of the above meetings will be held in Town Hall unless otherwise posted. There will be free parking on Main Street beginning today, December 14 through December 28 for the Christmas holiday. All Town Hall offices will be closed December 25th in observance of Christmas holiday and also on January 1 in observance of New Year's Day. Weather observations for the month of October are posted in the front lobby at Town Hall. All right, we have approval of the minutes of our work session November 23rd. Are there any comments, changes? If there are none, I'd entertain a motion for approval. Second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the work session minutes for November 23rd. Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes are approved. Approval of the minutes for the regular meeting, November 23rd, 2009. Are there any comments, changes, etc.? If not, I'll entertain a motion for approval.
So moved.
Second. It's been moved and seconded to approve the minutes of November 23rd. Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The minutes are approved. We have no appointments, no updates, no correspondence.
No, we got December 7th work sessions.
Where's that? Okay, I missed them. Here's the 23rd. Oh, all right. Approval of the minutes for our work session on December 7th. Anyone have any comments or suggestions, changes, etc.? There being none, I'll entertain a motion for approval. Been moved. Second.
Second.
It's moved and seconded. Approve the minutes for the Select Board work session December 7, 2009. Those in favor? Aye. Approve. Opposed? The minutes for the December 7th meeting are approved. Now we can move on. Agenda review. None. Appointments, none. Updates, none. Correspondence, none. Visitor, Senator Deborah Reynolds. Good evening. Would you like to come up and join us?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, honorable members of the Select Board. Merry Christmas to you all. I happened to run into a couple of the members at an event and suggested I just stop in, really not only as your state senator, but also as a resident of the town, and trying to touch base before the legislative session starts again in January. One of the things I did send to Paul was there is a municipal grant available for energy efficiency studies by the town, and I know we have our Energy Commission. I see Paul's not here tonight, could not be here, but I just wanted to mention that to you, and I will be sharing that with members of the Energy Commission to the extent that the town might be eligible. It's basically to get some free resources to help us going forward in terms of some of the town plans in terms of energy efficiency. But other than that, I don't have anything immediate to bring you up to date regarding. As we begin the session in January, I really would encourage all of you to be in touch with me and let me know if there's anything in particular that is on your radar screen in terms of legislation. Obviously, we continue to be in a very challenged budget, and we will continue to be that way until hopefully the state as a whole will begin to turn around. So I just wanted to check in with you and say hi and thank you for all you do. Wish you a Merry Christmas, and also just to sit and observe some of the things that the board's working on. So I don't know if there's anything in particular that you have on your...
We had Paul Wilson came in and discussed these grants. And,
okay, good.
I think we either gave him a letter. Yeah, we signed a letter that we approved the exercise.
Great.
So,
great.
Yeah, I guess this is money for audits and...
right.
And can be used by both private and public
Public.
sectors.
It's going to be a lot of money, federal and state, well, federal money for sure.
Right, correct.
For this sort of thing.
Other thing, Mr. Chair, that I think some of you are already aware of is that the folks that are planning the wind farm in Groton wanted to reach out to the board. I don't know if they have already, but they're going through site plan review right now. The same corporation that developed the Leominster wind farm, and I believe it's 25 2-megawatt turbines that will be erected in Groton. And my understanding from them is that there will be some jobs and there'll be some economic development that will flow to residents of our community, which I was happy to hear about, and encourage them to use local contractors, not folks from Manchester and Concord, but to try to use our local contractors. They're going to be working with the co-op, and they seem that as though they're a fairly sophisticated international group, that they're doing these. So I think they're going to want to make a presentation to you at some point. I don't know if they've touched base with the chair.
What was their name?
I think it's a Robla Corporation, and I'm sorry to bring the information with me, Butch, but as I said, I believe their corporate headquarters is actually in Spain. And they've been working on their proposal with Groton for about a year now. Commissioner Martha Riches and I went to a zoning board meeting in September, and also one earlier in the summer where they started to, give their presentation. So the takeaway I garnered from my meeting with them was that they were hoping that they were going to have jobs for our community, meaning Plymouth. So I thought that was very positive. And, they're interested in making sure that the town is aware of what they're doing, what their schedule is going to be. I think that they're hoping to get through the site plan review process by sometime in the spring of 2010, with construction completed by sometime in 2011. So it should be an interesting project. And I just wanted to thank you all for all you do for all of us in Plymouth, but also as we begin to gear up for the session, if there are things, sometimes what happens is the municipal association, when they send out their report to the towns, they sometimes will take a position on a bill, and if you have questions about that and want to know maybe from the legislative side what might be happening in a particular committee on a bill, feel free to let me know. So really just wanted to check in with you and to see if there was anything immediate I could do to help the board. Otherwise, I hope that you'll be in touch with me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming, Deb.
Thank you.
Okay, land use permits are available for review in the lobby of the Select Board's office. Chairman's comments. Plymouth State University extension of life safety service, the extension of the life safety service agreement because of economic times at the recommendation of the attorneys on both sides, and the Board of Selectmen has signed the agreement with the university to extend the life safety service agreement for 1 year. Basically, the agreement that was up for renegotiation in 10 has been extended without, there are built-in increases. I think it's to the tune of $30,000 or $40,000 that will come with this, but the basic agreement is going to stay intact through 2011. And that has been signed. Our attorneys have approved it, and I think the document was finished tonight, wasn't it? The board also would like to extend thanks to the university for the loan of some of their equipment during the past snowstorm. The town's sidewalk tractor and skid steer are both being repaired, and the university graciously provided their equipment for our use. Town policy for obtaining salt from the highway department. This is something we want to make sure everybody's aware of because we've had some people with issues. Homeowners can go down and get a couple of 5-gallon buckets for their own personal use, and they can refill them as needed. But I guess we've had people come down with pickup trucks and ask to have them loaded by the town, and they will not be accommodated. This is a convenience for your own personal use, and we'd like to keep it that way. The board would like to extend kudos to our new Highway Department manager, Peter Fermenick, for his handling of the situation, and also for the good job that he did and his crew on the last snowstorm. By 6 o'clock in the morning after that storm, Main Street was cleared right down to the blacktop and right up to the curbs, so that by the time the businesses opened, and these guys had some serious unexpected problems when they got started, and they were working, they had equipment issues that they had to get fixed at 11 or 12 o'clock at night so they could get out and do this job. But they did it, and they did an excellent job, and we'd also like to express our appreciation for the citizens who removed their automobiles during the parking ban so that this was able to be done effectively. All right, there are no purchase orders for approval, no new purchase orders. Committee reports. Valerie.
Yes, I attended a campus community council meeting this week. University administration indicated that they have had an increase in applications and visits to the campus and hope to convert those to admissions. And also the Ice Arena and Welcome Center is still on target to open in July. I also attended a Chamber of Commerce meeting, and from that, the biggest news was that their internet auction apparently earned them upwards of $5,000, so they did very well with bidding on the internet. That's it.
Okay, Butch.
No, nothing.
John?
No.
Carol? I attended a Beacon Community Project meeting. It was the Energy Committee members who are sort of beginning to apply for some energy grants that are coming down through the Department of Energy through some other state committees as well. So that's sort of out there, and I think they'll be getting word back in the next few weeks.
Okay. I attended the Plymouth Village Water and Sewer District meeting. We had a brief discussion about handling the amphitheater water issue, and other than that, it was fairly non-eventful. I also, at the Rotary, I don't know if I mentioned this at the last meeting, they made $14,000 toward their scholarship fund at the penny sale, and at the Christmas parade, due to the generosity of Alex Ray and the Common Man Group, the Rotary received all the revenue from the concession tent, which was put up by Alex Ray. He brought in the tent, he brought in the cookers, he brought in the chili and the hamburgers and hot dogs, and cooked them. And the Rotary ended up with $960. For which we were very grateful. Most of this money goes toward the scholarship fund. Other than that, I guess that's it then. Okay. Other business. Ms. Scarborough, would you like to bring us up to date on the safety building?
Yes, the Select Board has been meeting with both the engineer and the project coordinator to discuss needs for the site, the buildings, and preparation for both public hearings and for the March town meeting. There will be public hearings starting in January, and these will include presentations of the complete project by the engineering firm of SDA. The designs of both buildings and how they will sit on the site will be brought before the public. And the engineering firm and the project contractor will be asking local contractors to supply informal target bids on the earthwork for the site. And the engineer is currently working on the parameters of the design. SDA is also looking into having a complete grid of holes bored on the site to determine the type and amount of material to be moved. And the Select Board has voted to turn over the duties of the Safety Building Committee to the engineer and the contractor who will now work with the board and the chiefs of both the fire and police departments to get the project to the March meeting. And the Select Board would like to extend a job well done to the Safety Building Committee for getting us to this point. I think we've come a long way.
Yeah, we've discontinued. It's been, the Safety Committee has been closed down, and now it's in the hands of the engineer and contractor. We have signed contracts. I think it's $15,000 with SDA and $5,000 to the contractor. Between the two of them, they'll develop the plan. The contractor's bid is, the $5,000 is refundable if the town goes ahead with the project, because he is going to be one of the people to bid on it, so he will refund the $5,000 and avoid any conflicts. So we're on our way. We're going to meet with them on the 21st, and we'll be into regular hearings on the design, site plan, cost, everything. It's these two companies are going to package this thing for town meeting. Other than that, we have the board, we want to vote to accept the Stantec Consulting Services. It's a proposal for professional services for the Plymouth landfill post-closure monitoring. This is an annual, I guess this is something they do every year, and it's for the groundwater and gas sampling reporting at the old landfill. The proposal is for $7,500 for the next year, and I would entertain a motion to accept this proposal.
So moved.
It's been moved and seconded to accept the proposal from Stantec Consulting Services of Westford, Massachusetts, contract in the amount of $7,500 for groundwater and gas sampling reporting. Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? All right, the contract is...
That's a $500 increase over last year, right?
Yeah. It's something that we're obligated to do whether we like it or not.
There's no term on that, it's just indefinite. The testing continues.
Yep.
How long does this go on?
Do we get any rebate on that? Or is that just...
No, it's a straight service.
But what, is it the recycling center that we get every year? Or
Yeah, that's what they're testing, the landfill.
this year?
Yeah.
And I think,
Yeah.
isn't that paid back to us?
No, I don't think so. That's the state down here at their, where they test for the oil,
Okay.
gas leaks down there. That's where we're reimbursed for the state. And that'll stop once the state runs out of the money.
Yeah, right.
So,
We've got those all over town, don't we? One in Main Street in front of the dry cleaner, and some down behind the
no, the one,
Earth Village.
no, this is down by the garages down there.
All right. Public comment. Anyone have anything to say? Mrs. Reynolds has already said, right?
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you. There being no public comment, and non-public session is not, we have nothing on non-public. I will entertain a motion for adjournment at 6:20. A record, I believe.
Make a motion to adjourn at 6:20.
Second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to adjourn. It is 6:21. Thank you.